Charlie Wigfall Jr.
And how long did you work for the police department?
About 20 years.
Okay, and you are one of many police officers that's come forward and believes Joe should get an honorary reinstatement, correct?
I certainly do.
Okay, why do you think that Joe should get an honorary reinstatement?
Well, first of all, because I think he didn't do anything wrong except what the job that he was supposed to be doing in the first place.
So he was a good police officer and he didn't do anything wrong, correct?
Not that I know of, no.
Okay, and then when you worked with him, before you worked with him, you were warned that this guy was a fields operation person, meaning that he may bring information back to internal affairs. And what was your response?
Well, when I was told that, I just said, well, I have nothing to hide.
Excellent.
I'll work with anybody that's honest, and do the job. That's fine. So I enjoyed working with you. That wasn't the problem.
I'm really impressed. I mean, I don't believe, even today, if I went and I interviewed NYPD officers, there are many that would have what you have, which is a kind of incredible moral compass and incredible integrity to have that kind of a response. So when I heard that, I was greatly impressed. How many years were you aware of Joe? I know you worked with him for a few months, but you'd seen him around for years and worked backing each other up for years. Do you know how long? Or
I've known Joe at least 7 years or more.
Mm-hmm.
And I really, like you said, we backed each other up. We got into situations together. And when I heard he had gotten into some problems, I really wasn't surprised because it came from all different directions, And it wasn't fair, but it wasn't much I could do. He was a good family man. He was just a good person to work with. I enjoyed working with him.
Mm-hmm. When you heard that he got into problems, did you have any idea what these problems were?
Not at first. Not at first, because when I heard what it was, I said, no, that's not Joe, We'd never do that. Like I said, I worked personally with him, so I never, and I work with a lot of other guys, and I know quite a few people who I saw what they were doing.
Mm-hmm.
That was not Joe.
Yeah, so you knew that Joe was honest. So why do you think, it appears that he was falsely accused and set up? Do you have any ideas why? Any ideas why?
Yeah, I have a whole lot of ideas why.
Hmm.
Really, I have a whole lot of ideas why. You want me to elaborate?
It's up to you. You need to feel comfortable. I think the most important aspect of the interview is that you're clear that Joe, in your opinion, should be reinstated and that he was a good cop. If there's anything else you want to add, this is good enough for me. Do you want to add anything else?
Well, I'll stand behind his honesty at any time.
Oh, that's so impressive.
Because, like I said, I knew him, I knew his family, I met his family. I've worked with other partners who never introduced me to any of their families. But Joe was just an all-around guy who had a knack for being a cop, a good cop, believe me. And if I had to do all over again, I would pick Joe as a partner, really. Seriously. And I'm not just saying it to impress anybody or impress him, but that is true. Because he's one man that I know that I worked with and enjoyed working with him because he knew what he was doing. He wasn't the biggest guy, but I could trust him.
Right. He had your back.
He definitely had my back, and he sometimes lead the way. That's what was the thing, because he was like a little small hound dog. He knew where to sniff stuff out,
Wow. That's so impressive. I don't want to make you in any way uncomfortable, but any idea that you could share with us on why he would be, accused of hitting a drug dealer. Originally, it was that he robbed every single one of them. I interviewed the Internal Affairs lieutenant that investigated, and he said he could not find any evidence to support any allegations, and he believed that Joe should never have, gotten, booted out. So he said that Joe should be reinstated. But he really didn't have, he only said that Joe was a very active cop, meaning he made a lot of arrests. But do you have any thoughts on that?
Yes, I do. Actually, Joe did make a numerous amount of arrests. He was very active, but he was honest arrest. But Joe was actually, you mentioned internal affairs. Who's to trust them any more than I trust Joe?
Right.
I have been accused of stuff or went to them for help. They didn't help me. As a matter of fact, they made the situation worse.
Right.
So I don't trust them any more than I trust anybody else, but I know who Joe was.
Right. I'm a civilian, and I was a victim of a violent crime at a doctor's office, and then the cops coerced me. I went to Internal Affairs, and now I'm suing the NYPD and Internal Affairs. And I was once one of the most published civilians on behalf of the NYPD after September 11th. So I as a civilian, to this day, 30 years later, I don't trust Internal Affairs. And Adrian Schoolcraft feels that he was betrayed by Internal Affairs, that they made the situation way worse for him. So nothing's really changed in 30 years. But I just want to commend you for coming forward and speaking up, because, 30 years later, that says something. So you've joined a group of police officers that are saying Joe should be reinstated, along with many supporters. And I want to thank you so much. Thanks a lot.
I've never been fired in the first place.